شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله، صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Today it is Friday, the 16th of Rabi'ul Awwal, 1446, matching the 20th of September 2024. This is our session number 85, going through the book Al-Jadeed في شرح كتاب التوحيد. And today, inshallah, we are still doing the original, going over the التعليق الرشيد على كتاب التوحيد. So last time we read the chapter, and we started doing the benefits or the issues, and we reached number 6. وهي المقصود بالترجمة. ترجمة, it means translation, and ترجمة here definitely doesn't mean translation, right? So ترجمة, when the scholar gives a title for something, so they say تراجم البخاري, right? So تراجم البخاري يعني العلم قبل القول والعمل. He called this chapter this way, so that's a ترجمة. So issue number 6 or benefit number 6, وهي المقصود بالترجمة. This is what is intended by the title that was given to this chapter. What is the title? What is the title of the chapter that we? What has come from the Prophet ﷺ regarding? لا, هذا we did that before. Yeah. What has come? That's the one. That some of this ummah will worship the idols. So issue number 6 or benefit number 6, أن هذا لا بد أن يوجد في هذه الأمة. That this must be existing, must take place within this ummah, كما تقرر في حديث أبي سعيد, as has been established in the hadith of Abi Sa'id al-Khudri, which is in the chapter. What is the hadith of Abi Sa'id? Which one of them? لا تتبعن, that one. That you will surely follow the ways of those who will before you. Right? You will follow them exactly, to a point that if they entered into a lizard's hole, you will follow them. Right? Have you seen the lizard? Maybe you try the lizard in the desert is like a big one, you know. The lizards that we know, those small ones, you know. But I've seen some how they are catching it in the desert. Like really, I didn't see. I never saw that. You know, that big, yani. But it is big. That's why they catch it and they kill it and eat it. You know. Anyhow, so as has been established in the hadith of Abi Sa'id. طيب. السابعة التصريح بوقوعها, being explicit. تصريح, being explicit. The opposite of تصريح is what? In English, you are explicit or implicit. تصريح or تلميح. تلميح or تلويح. You hint to something. You don't say it directly. So here it is explicit that it will happen. Meaning أعني عبادة الأوثان في هذه الأمة. I mean the worship of idols within this ummah. في جموع كثيرة. في جموع كثيرة. In large numbers, large groups. Because الفئام هذا تفسير الفئام لأنها الجموع الكثيرة. يعني the hour will not be established until فئام، يعني large groups of my ummah will do that, will follow them. طيب they will worship the idols. طيب الثامنة number 8 العجب العجاب. العجب، عجب is something that makes you amazed. عجاب the amazing amazement if you wanna really be somewhat literal يعني, but يعني what is so extremely out of the ordinary. عجب عجاب, so extremely out of the ordinary. خروج من يدعي النبوة, that there came out those who claim prophethood. مثل المختار, مثل المختار, like المختار. المختار he mentions هو ابن أبي عبيد الثقفي المبير بل الكذاب. المختار بن أبي عبيد مع تكلمه بالشهادتين, although he spoke the two testimonies of faith, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So he says Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم is a prophet. He did not deny that. He still says it. وتصريحه بأنه من هذه الأمة. He is explicit that he is from this ummah, the ummah of Islam. So Al-Mukhtar, he says he's Muslim. وأن الرسول حق, that the messenger is true. Is true messenger. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, Muhammad is a true messenger. وأن القرآن حق, and that the Quran is also true. وفيه, and in it, in the Quran, أن محمدا خاتم النبيين, that Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم is the seal of the prophets. ومع هذا يصدق في هذا كله. Yet he was believed in all of that. مع التضاد الواضح, although there is clear تضاد. تضاد is conflict and contradiction. So he says he believes in Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم. He is Muslim too. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. But he claims he's a prophet at the same time. Although the Quran explicitly says there is no prophet after Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, he is the seal of prophethood, yet he was believed. Right. وقد خرج المختار في آخر عصر الصحابة. Al-Mukhtar, he came out in the end, towards the end of the time of the companions. وتبعه فئام كثيرة, and large groups, they followed him. Large groups, many large groups, or a lot of large groups, they followed him. التاسعة, number 9. See, that time was close to the time of the prophethood. So, subhanallah, look at what happens to the people. Yani. That's why those days, our time, yani, there's so many strange things are happening, and people are, following. And after you look at behind, you look before, and it's not strange what's happening now. Since we are being far away from the time of the prophethood. التاسعة البشارة بأن الحق لا يزول بالكلية. The good news that the truth cannot vanish in totality. لا يزول بالكلية. كما زال فيما مضى. Like it has vanished, like it has gone in what has passed. يعني before the time Rasulullah ﷺ was sent as a prophet, يعني the truth is almost vanished. Look at the story of Salman al-Farisi radiallahu anhu, how he went all over just to find a glimpse of the light of the truth, and he had to go through a lot of pain. يعني. But after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent as a prophet, we have a promise, we have a good news and a glad tiding that the truth will never vanish in totality, like it has happened before, like almost gone, the truth. Right. بل لا تزال عليه طائفة. Rather, there will continue to be a group upon the truth. على الحق. This is good news for this ummah, that there will always be a group who is upon the truth, and Allah will support them, make them victorious, and they are the saved sect, the saved group. As in this long hadith that we went through. Number 10, Al-Ayatul Uzma, the ayah, the sign that is so great. أنهم مع قلتهم, that they, although they are small in number, this group that is upon the truth, طائفة التي على الحق, although they are small in number, لا يضرهم من خذلهم, they will not be harmed by those who let them down, those who fail them, don't help them. ولا من خالفهم, they will not be harmed by those who oppose them. As Rasulullah ﷺ described that group, they will not be harmed by those who let them down, nor by those who oppose them. الحادية عشرة, number 11, أن ذلك الشرط إلى قيام الساعة, that condition is going to go on till the establishment of the hour, يعني إلى قرب قيام الساعة, up until the time of the hour is close, because you know how before the time of the hour, the wind, that breeze will come, it will take the souls of all the believers, the hour will be established upon those who are the worst of the creation. الثانية عشرة, number 12, ما فيهن من الآيات العظيمة, what is within them of the great signs. منها, amongst those signs that are in these reports that were mentioned, إخباره بأن الله زوى له المشارق والمغارب, him عليه الصلاة والسلام informing that Allah put together for him the easts and the wests. وأخبر بمعنى ذلك, and he informed of the meaning of that. فوقع كما أخبر بخلاف الجنوب والشمال. It happened exactly like he said it, عليه الصلاة والسلام. So here, what does this mean? That he told alayhi salatu wassalam that the easts and the wests were shown to him, and أخبر بمعنى ذلك, he informed the meaning of that. فوقع كما أخبر, it happened like he informed. بخلاف الجنوب والشمال, unlike south and north. If you notice that the ummah, the authority, east and west more than south and north, right? And that's how it is. The Muslim ummah, the authority, yani it's visible the most, the east and the west, not the north and the south. Right? So it happened like he said it, عليه الصلاة والسلام. وإخباره بأنه أعطي الكنزين, him informing that he has been given the two treasures, that of the Romans and that of the Persians, and it happened. وإخباره بإجابة دعوته لأمته في الاثنتين, and him informing that his dua for his ummah was responded to in the two things that he asked for, وإخباره بأنه منع الثالثة, and him informing that he was not given the third one, that the differences between the ummah and the fighting between the ummah, he was not given that. They will continue to fight. وإخباره بوقوع السيف, and him informing that the sword will fall on this ummah, يعني they will start killing each other. وأنه لا يرفع إذا وقع, and that if it has fallen, when the sword has fallen, يعني they started the killing Uthman radiallahu anhu, it will not be lifted. And they will continue to kill each other. And that's what's happened and continues. وإخباره بإهلاك بعضهم بعضا وسبي بعضهم بعضا وخوفه على أمته من الأئمة المضلين. And him informing of them, يعني the ummah, destroying or killing one another, captivating one another, and him, alayhi salatu wasalam, fearing for his ummah the misguiding imams, right? And there are so many of them, and in terms of imams, rulers, or imams, leaders of claiming to be scholars or leaders of cults and the likes of that, right? And those over the time, they have caused a lot of fitna for the ummah. وإخباره, and they continue to this day. I don't know if you're following, the different things that are happening, but subhanallah, yani, every day you have somebody coming out and leading the ummah astray. Yeah. وإخباره بظهور المتنبئين في هذه الأمة, him informing of the emergence of those who would claim prophethood, متنبئ, within these ummah. متنبئين, that's the plural. Those who نبأ is news, خبر. متنبئ, يعني he would claim that he is receiving revelation. So they claim prophethood. وإخباره ببقاء الطائفة المنصورة, and him عليه الصلاة والسلام informing that the supported group, the supported sect, will continue to exist. وكل هذا وقع كما أخبر. All of this happened like he informed. مع أن كل واحدة منها من أبعد ما يكون في العقول. Although each one of them, those reports, these news, is the farthest from what is expected to be happening in terms of, عقول, يعني intellectually. Would you expect, after all the ummah accepted Islam and many of them, follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then somebody comes out and in the end of the time of Sahaba, and he claims to be a prophet, and he will find people following him. Like, you wouldn't imagine that this is going to happen. And this is like in the hadith of Mahmud ibn Labid, and it has passed a few times now, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, I used to think that you are from the most knowledgeable of the Ansar, right? When he was saying, we will learn the Quran, we will teach it to our children, to our women, and to our, will not, So he was telling him, the Jews and the Christians, they had the book of Allah within them. How did it, they did not benefit from it. You could still go astray, although you have the revelation, the source of light. So that is, subhanallah, So that's what he's saying. من أبعد ما يكون في العقول. That Sahabi, he was like, how could this be when we have learned the Quran, we taught it to our children, and we taught it to our women, and we will continue to do that. So he was telling him, yani, the Jews and the Christians, they had the book of Allah. How did it help them? Still people can go astray, and we have the book of Allah still today. We have the Sunnah still today. And look how many people are going astray. الثالثة عشرة حصر الخوف على أمته من الأئمة المضلين. Restricting the fear, his fear for the ummah, for his ummah, from the misguiding imam, the misleading leaders, right? عليه الصلاة والسلام. الرابعة عشرة التنبيه على معنى عبادة الأوثان. highlighting the meaning of worshipping the idols, highlighting the meaning of worshipping the idols. And the Shaykh Al-Uthaymin rahimahullah, he's saying that worshipping the idols is not just restricted to bowing and prostrating to them. Rather, it includes following those who will misguide the people. Those who will make things that are haram, they will make them halal. And things that are halal, they will make them haram, and so on and so forth. Right? So it's not just, worshipping the idols, abandoning the religion and following people who will change the religion for you. Is, that's part of waliyadhu billah, worshipping the idols. طيب. The hadith of it says, when he looked at the sky and he said, هذا أوان العلم أن يرفع, أو هذا أوان يرفع فيه العلم. This is the time when knowledge will be lifted. So a man from the Ansar said, أيرفع العلم يا رسول الله? Knowledge will be lifted, will be taken away. وفينا كتاب الله. Within us is the book of Allah. وقد علمناه أبناءنا ونساءنا. We already taught it to our children and our women. So Rasulullah ﷺ said, إن كنت لأظنك من أفقه أهل المدينة. I used to think that you are from the most knowledgeable people of understanding of the people of Medina. Then he mentioned how the Jews and the Christians went astray, and they have whatever they have of the book of Allah. All right. So that is, if you remember, it's a long narration. What is the first knowledge that will be raised, that will be lifted? يرفع العلم برفع بقبض يقبض العلم بقبض العلماء. Knowledge is taken away by taking the scholars away. They die. But what is the first branch of knowledge, or first thing that will be taken away? لا. We did that in about the salah. You enter a masjid and you hardly find anyone who has خشوع. لحتى لا تجد فيهم خاشعا. A whole masjid is filled with people, and there is no one who has خشوع. So from the first thing that will be lifted, the knowledge is خشوع. right? Yes. So that's that. يعني. Yeah, piece by piece. But misguiding imams that Rasulullah ﷺ feared the ummah for mostly for this, yani. Either rulers or scholars, leaders. Those who lead will lead others, and they will lead them astray. And these days, a lot of talk is about one of the head of the Sufi, and he talks about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he's a spirit, he's not a body, and all of this crazy stuff. And aside from a problem that happened, an issue that took place, but that thing is nothing compared to what he was talking, right? Like this type of talk. So ends up, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not created. Right? He is the personal light of Allah. Right? Nur al-Dhati lillah. Right? So this type of talk, and the thing is, you have so many people following. Allah al-Musta'an, and then the rulers and the other people who are misleading large groups of people. والعياذ بالله. طيب, so we are done with this chapter, inshallah, from the original. So next time we will start with a new chapter, باب ما جاء في السحر, a chapter on what has come regarding magic, and the next chapter also is about the different types of magic. So inshallah, that's what we will do on Monday, inshallah, if Allah extends our life and our lives and we live that long, inshallah ta'ala. Yes.
The Muslims follow the footstep of unbelief.
Mm-hmm.
We already reached the pinnacle of Muslims. The height is on the decline, or it just happened, and the Muslims also parallelly holding on to that.
You're asking, is it going to be worse than this? Yeah, still there is more to come. والعياذ بالله. Still there is more to come. طيب, جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك, أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت, أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.